So I want to address a question having to do with action paralysis. What to do if, despite knowing that you want to do things that are good for you during this time of crisis, you feel unable to do so. You can't turn goals into action. You just feel frozen, you feel paralyzed, or unable to complete any tasks. So I want to remind us that when there is a very large external threat that we're experiencing, there's basically three things as primates we're likely to do. We can try to fight it, we can try to run away from it, or we can simply freeze. And this freezing part has to do most with this inability to turn goals into action. What that usually implies is that we are conceptualizing this goal as very broad and something impossible to tackle. So the first thing, if you're experiencing this, the first thing that we can do is to try to think, okay, what is this broad thing that I'm seeing as a threat, and can I make it small and specific? So instead of thinking of, I am worried about coronavirus destroying the world economy and what it all will mean and all the thousands of people to die, why don't we make it small and specific and having to do with us? Not because we're not compassionate or we don't care about people, but because if we can conceptualize the fear as having to do with us, we're likely to have ability to do something about it, so it won't feel so much out of control. So from I'm worried about coronavirus destroying economy, how about I'm worried about coronavirus destroying my career? So that's a great first step. The second step is, let's turn it from something in our mind that is, I don't want to have coronavirus destroy my career, something to run away from. We turn it into something that is a developmental goal, something to approach, such as, I would like to be employed as quickly as possible in this crisis. Okay, so, and why are we doing that? Is that just semantic, turning something from negative to positive? It's not. It is very difficult to do something about something you're trying to get away from. You need something to approach. Activities in relation to what you need to do to approach. And so you can't run away from your unemployment, but you can get closer to your employment. So in the same way, you can't run away from the potential of your family members or somebody close to you dying, but you can get close to trying to spend as much quality time as you can with them. Okay? So turning it from a sort of survival fear into a developmental goal. And the third step that you can do is, once you do that, make this goal and split it up into tiniest possible little steps, such as, let's say that you want to take an online course or something. You split it up into tiniest possible steps. So first step is register for the course. Second step is read the introductory page. Third step is read first 2 pages of the material, whatever the tiniest step that you can conceptualize. And then you give yourself plenty of time to do it. So for something that you would usually give yourself an hour to do, give yourself the whole day. Just allow that, give that to yourself so that you harness the positive effect of having the sense of well-being that comes from being able to complete these small steps, to have them build up and give you more sense of more stability, more confidence, and simply more hope.